Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
That, you gotta
these
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're gonna have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
The Championship Darts Corporation presents the Boomerang Tours Bash, coming to you live from Oakbrook Terrace, Illinois.
Earlier where we had a breaker switch go off, but hey, we're back, and I'm Sean Green, joined by the great Anthony Eugenia. AE, sometimes technology happens, right?
Stuff happens. Yeah, I mean, well, that was interesting. The sheer panic, and I can't begin to tell you what just went down. If you guys were all confused out there, boy, oh boy, so was the staff. The venue just went bananas. Not even a tech difficulty, as Sean said, a breaker and power went down and just mayhem. So thankfully we're back up and we're off and running. We thought we might get some warm-up darts, but the boys are ready to go, and a start to what's going to be, I think, a real good one from a tournament geek standpoint. You look at brackets when you've got a seeded bracket, and you always look at 7 8s and 4 5s as real interesting matches, because they should be real evenly contested, and that's what we've got here. The 4 seed and Alex Spelman takes on the 5 seed and Jim Long, and we're underway. Sean Green.
Yes, we are. And Spelman's underway as AE.
That's a 180 for the Jackal.
And Jim Long still not in. Throwing his 8th dart at the double now. And, well, good news and bad news. The good news is that Spelman's throw. Bad news is that Long's not in yet. And until he hits that double to get in, it's just going to continue to be something kind of works with his mind. But if there's a guy strong enough to handle something like that, it's going to be Jim Long.
Yeah, certainly. And you know what? In all fairness, though, Jim has expressed what he's been through the last couple of years, that he's worked more on the mental part of the game. So I'd say he's probably as best equipped as he's ever been in his career to tackle just what you posed. And there you go. Spelman clears that off. And, in a way, like you said, it was Spelman's throw. So regardless of, there you go. First dart, Jim's throw, like nothing ever happened, right?
Exactly. And it's a marathon, not a sprint here. It's quarterfinal, first to 6 legs. So there's time. We do want to talk about the conclusion of the last match that did get kind of cut off from. I didn't get kind of cut off, that you guys got cut off from. It did go the way in the favor of the Canadian, Daryl Christie. So Daryl Christie makes a quarterfinal appearance, beating Doug Boehm 6-4.
Indeed, and that sets up quite an interesting set of quarterfinals. We still have 2 matches being played in the last 16, but let me give you the rundown from the top of the bracket down, okay? You've got Ram Guevara and Ross Snook playing for the right to advance to play Daryl Christie. So Guevara, Snook, Christie is your top quarterfinal. Second quarterfinal is in front of us. Alex Spelman versus Jim Long. Third quarterfinal is Leonard Gates and Gary Mawson. Fourth quarterfinal is the 3 seed David Cameron. Oh, actually, we're a little far behind that bottom. David Cameron is awaiting either Adam Savada, but Adam Savada is still waiting. All right. We actually have a last 32 still being played. Kevin, Ron, Ronald Sargent. So sorry that gets a little tricky down there. So Ron and Sargent are playing. The winner plays Savada, then the winner plays Cameron. So that might hold us up a bit when we get to the semis.
Yeah, absolutely. And while you were speaking, Jim Long hit a 180 and Alex Bowman followed it with a 174. But Long on 1-2-1 after 12. Going to get a shot at the bull if he wants to shoot it. And he does shoot it. Kind of a happy little accident, although 30 is not most people's favorite.
It's always the case, Sean Green. When I've got my head down at the computer, it's when the 180s and the 174s happen.
Well, not every time. But double 15 here for Jim. Whoop, he thought that was good. That lean can sometimes affect the next two darts. It doesn't, as he does find it on dart 3.
It doesn't. He resets himself, but you're exactly right. That most certainly throws a lot of players off. That sort of rock towards the board and have it to reset, both mentally and physically.
And the mental part of that is almost more important, right? Because the adrenaline of shooting at the double fades really quickly once you hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you think that you just hit it, it might already be gone. You have to kind of regroup.
And it's a little embarrassing too. I mean, not completely, but it's, a little bit like, oh, well, I didn't hit it. Okay. You want to make sure you didn't act too celebratory.
Yeah, that'd be really terrible if you thought it went in, gave like a huge fist pump like as you went to the line. And
oopsie.
Oops. All right, both gentlemen are in. No pun intended there. And it's a 1-1 score line. It's been chalk so far. Of course, leg number 1 was Alex Spelman 0, Jim Long 501, which is why the average is a 50 for Jim. But it looks like he's going to make that change real quick.
That's a 180 for the gentleman.
His second of the match so far. And Spelman sees one and then hits a triple one.
That wasn't how the script was written, Alex.
No, it could have been a lot cooler. That's all right. We do still have, as Spelman's going to switch down to the 19s and again hit a 123 a different way. Back-to-back 123s from Spelman. The gentleman on 160 cannot go. And it might be a situation with Spelman with 94 left where we might see a double-double option. First dart is important. Never mind on the double-double option. As he pins tops.
Everything going with throw so far. As we move into leg 4, 1st to 6 advances into the semifinals. This is the top half of the bracket. So looking out on the floor, Ram Guevara is up 3-0 on Ross Snook. And the winner of that will take on Christie. And that's the other quarterfinal that this pairing, the winner of this pairing will meet in the semis.
Well, Spelman starts off with the 160. It's the first time we've seen this happen where he got 4 into it. But a head shake after the 85. You can even see, I don't know if you even noticed, Jim back there when Alex missed into the 5, like his knee buckled a little bit, like because when it's Alex Spelman and it's a 9 darter potential, there's always a shot. Great return there from Spelman up to the 20s. .242, nothing he hits there is going to leave a finish from that point. So Spelman has 6 darts from 172, a hole to throw potential. Of course, less than 24 hours after winning his last CDC title in the Summer Series. Did that yesterday in Charlotte.
Yeah, we don't often have scheduling clashes as we did with this weekend, but we did, as I said earlier, we have a weekend at the Charlotte Open where we've got our junior and Evolution and the Summer Series. So Alex in a unique position to pull off a Summer Series win and a main event win in the same weekend. That would be kind of interesting.
Almost in the next 24 hours.
Or
in the last 24 hours.
And yesterday was the Charlotte Classic. Tonight's the CDC Classic. So if he doesn't get this one, he's got a chance at 2 classics in 24 hours.
It's a lot of class.
Ix.
I love the end of that. That was good. I think that was definitely needed.
As we see Alex Spelman with our first break of throw in leg 4, we're going to move into 5, and I'm going to just message with the tournament director for a few minutes, figure out some social media messaging and what are we going to do with this bracket that's fallen behind. I have a feeling we might be seeing some bonus coverage for you folks out there, so we may get ourselves another quarterfinal. So we'll see what we can cook up.
Well, Spelman, we're just gonna ignore the first 3 darts he shot. He's perfect again with the 160 in. Yeah, how crazy is that? Jim Long starts off first dart in. Alex Spelman takes 4 darts to get in, and Spelman still has the lead. This is the best I've seen Alex Spelman play in a very long time.
Indeed. Now it must be said, I don't think we've noted that the event in Charlotte was double in. It was a 301 double in, a little shorter, but that has to account for something, right? That he went through a field of over 32 players yesterday in a double in event, and that's got to help him today.
1,000,000% it does. That is a huge advantage almost to play the exact same format yesterday, just 301 in against top competition. Yeah, I would say that's a major advantage, and it makes zero surprise now that he's running through this as well as he is. But I just want to point out, I think this is the most consistent I've seen Alex playing in quite some time. If you're watching from overseas or have been stepped away for a little bit, Spelman struggled a little bit from time to time. This is still on for Jim. Oh, that's just low. So now it's just set up play for him. But it is really good to see this type of Alex Spelman, because this type of Alex Spelman is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, and that's all in double is the shot. And quickly, it's what you're saying is Alex set a certain standard for himself. So in the recent year to year and a half, he hasn't lived up to the Alex Spelman standard that he set, and Jim Long gets that break back.
Yes, he does, and he will do-si-do and step right on back up. 3-2 scoreline in favor of Spelman. But yeah, you're right. Has he been playing better than most people still? Yes, he has. For Alex Spelman, who talks or who has been tops of our standings a couple times, Continental Cup champion. You kind of expect more of this level more often out of him.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, without a doubt.
The gentleman in after 5. Spelman was in first start, and you're seeing the difference in why the break a throw is, or the hold a throws are so important, because you still have to get in or else you're just giving it away again. Oh, this is beautiful. Good 140. The one thing that Alex Spelman does not have is a poker face when he plays. He coaches himself up every time, just like he would anyone else that he's actually coaching or teaching the game to. He'll do the same thing to himself. He's extremely annoyed because just staying straight would have left a finish. And now he didn't. So we'll see what Long does here. 201. Going to obviously be the first to have finished. He's going to put maximum pressure on it. .62 when Jim returns, but it's going to be under some pressure. How about a lot of pressure? Treble 10 for double 16.
Ton 25 puts a lot of pressure. Oh, just on the wrong side of the wire. Tops. A mile away for Jim Long.
Yeah, that was miles away for him. Spelman, same target.
I think that applies too for a Spelman dart. That was pretty far. A little bit of tension in the arm, maybe even fatigue from a long day. And let's not forget he had flight plans and those fell through, and he had to get in the car and literally hot-footed over here.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that's part of the reason why the blue polo is there today, as Jim does take it out in dart 2. And we got ourselves a tie ball game halfway to the finish line.
Speaking of tie ball games, that last 16 match between Guevara and Snook is now tied at 3. A reminder that winner moves on to take on Darryl Christie in the top quarterfinal. Mawson ahead of Gates 2-1 early in that quarterfinal. And it looks like a Ron Savada match coming up in the last 16, and that will be the final last 16 match.
Yeah, so that's still waiting on the last 16.
Yeah, exactly. Savada and what I say? Sorry, Ron. Is that how we correctly pronounce it? Yeah, Ron. So Savada Ron is a last 16. So there's 2 last 16s playing. One is midway. Guevara Snook is halfway done, and Savada Ron is going to get underway. So,
well, Jim Long with a massive 180 to leave 104. And if he takes us out it'll be in 12 darts. And this for a 4-3 lead. Reminder, he averaged 0 in leg number 1, and he's averaging 76 right now.
Brilliant point. Thank you for that reminder.
Like, that's insane.
Yeah, because we did say, well, you move on to leg 2, but that still goes in the numbers. That still goes in the math.
Tops. Tops for Alex Spelman.
A thing of beauty.
4-3 lead now for Spelman.
Oh boy, I forgot to post on social media, so nobody knows we're back up and running.
Yeah, make sure anyone watching along on our YouTube platform hits that share button. Let everybody know that we are back here. If you're on PDC.TV, remember you have access to not just this streaming board, but 4 others, as long as those are working correctly. Based off the breaker trip that happened, that actually had nothing to do with the CDC this time. Portable air conditioning units got plugged into the wrong spot. But it wasn't our fault. Can we make that our new motto? CDC. It wasn't our fault.
I see it on the back of a t-shirt, and that's a 180 for the gentleman, Jim Long. Oh my goodness, those shirts will sell like hotcakes.
And shoot, you don't put a dart anywhere on that, and you just say CDC, it wasn't our fault. And man, you might sell millions of those. Millions of those.
105 for Long. So he comes roaring back in leg 8. Yeah, millions and millions.
Spelman on a finish, but the gentleman should get a dart, at least one dart. Should be one dart at tops. For a tie ball game. Oh, and he drags it over into the 5. Spelman unable to hit the 153, which is one of the rarest checkouts in PDC history, the 153.
Is it?
It is. And Anthony, you know me and my weird facts. This gentleman looking for double 8, not going to go. Do you know what the least hit checkout number
129?
It is not. It has only happened 9 times in the history of the PDC.
Huh. 153.
No, that was one of them, but that's not. That one's happened like 20 sometimes.
So what is it?
29.
Huh.
Yep.
You could win a drink with that one.
I think so.
And we're tied at 4. Yep. Go ahead, Sean.
Yep. Yeah. It just, I guess, is never left by people.
Yeah, certainly that's it, and that's why most your mind goes to the big numbers, to those oddball, mid-100 ones that have tough combinations. But like you said, 29 is just probably not left that often, obviously. And when and if it is, it's. I wonder what the percentage of.
That I don't know. That would be an interesting one. I'm telling you, the fact that Jim has this at 4-4 when he has only gotten in on his first 3 darts twice so far is honestly impressive. And you compare that to Spelman, who has gotten in on his first 3 darts all but 3 times.
Oh, boy.
Nice 140 from Spelman. Mawson is up 4-2 on Leonard Gates currently in the quarterfinal. As that's a 180 from Jim Long. His 5th of the match, which is why he is able to not get in on the first 3 darts multiple times and still end up with 4 legs. But the 21's not going to help that. Now Alex looking just to set it up. So gentleman is back on 208, looking for another 180. Oh, the 1-2-3 instead. So Spelman should get 2 darts at tops. It will be 2 darts at tops for Spelman to take a 5-4 lead in this race to 6. Double 10, not in. So Jim Long, 85 away from a break, a throw, and a chance to throw for the match. Bullseye. Oh, just below it. I bet when it released, it looked good. So Spelman now 3 more shots at the double to stay in control. Double 5. Not hit, and he busts it. Nine for double 8. And the double 8 goes for Jim Long, who now takes a 5-4 lead on Alex Spelman and is throwing for the match.
Wow, Sean, this is not disappointed. A 4-5 clash in this bracket. These boys have come through with some entertaining darts. And, you know, what seemed to be Alex's match early on, boy, oh boy, like you talked about, Jim having the capacity to stay in there and just do Jim Long things, and he's in a position to move himself into the semis.
And scarily, he got in the first 3 darts this time, which has been an advantage for Spelman so far in all but 2 legs. And you're seeing why it's scary for him to get in on the first round. He had 99 more points. I can't think of too many trebleless visits from Jim after getting in.
No, that's why so many people just love to watch Jim Long play. He's just, you know, just a solid performer, is going to give you just a certain level of play all the time. And this, for the most part, is going to be somewhat unflappable. You know, I mean, he'll let his emotions show like he just did there, but, you know, very rarely would you see Jim Long could go completely off the rails.
Yeah, the 1-3-5 there from Spelman puts him right back into the leg, but Jim just needs one big treble, gets that, finds 2 of them. 134 scored from Jim. 112 remains to take out the Jackal. But pressure incoming. As that's a 180 from Alex Spelman to really pressure this 112. It's still on. Treble 19. Would have left a shot at the bullseye. Doesn't hit it. Did that 180 save Alex Spelman in this match?
We'll find out right here and right now.
Ooh, misses tops.
But that touched that top wire. It was metal on metal.
And Jim Long 1 for 1 on match darts in a 6-4 victory over the American from Fuquay Varina, North Carolina. So the man from London, Ontario moves on to the semis. He is our first semifinalist. Gary Mawson takes a 5-3 lead in our second quarterfinal match. And we have a couple top 16 still in the works out there on the floor. So a lot of action still coming your way here, Anthony Eugenia, and everyone who's watching along at home.
Just I am going to prepare everybody. I think we might be down, not down in terms of the stream, but we might be dark for a little bit as we try and let this bracket catch up to us. We're scheduled to have that bottom of the bracket semifinal. That would feature the winner of Gates Mawson, but it also features the winner of Cameron and the Savada Ron match. So we're going to have some waiting to get those matches played for us to get to a semifinal. So stay with, keep tabs on things, folks. I'll keep abreast on social media. You can watch those other quarterfinals that are in play on PDC TV, and we'll be back as soon as we can here on the feature board with the semifinals.
Sounds good. So we'll be back with more from the Boomerang Tours Bash right after this.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bowls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen? We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
That, you got to get Baggish on
great.
here.
You two plus Baggish, and we're going to have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
That, you gotta
these
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're going to have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
That, you got to
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great.
here.
You two plus Baggish, and we're going to have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
You gotta
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're gonna have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Make a getaway every single day. Now it won't be long till the party's on.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later
If you
this
do
summer.
that, you gotta
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're gonna have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no
'Cause
strategy
basically,
in cricket. I'm down.
Make a getaway every single day. Now it won't be long till the party's on.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
The Championship Darts Corporation presents the Boomerang
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
You gotta
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're gonna have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Make a getaway every single day. Now it won't be long till the party's on.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
So I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bowls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later
If you
this
do
summer.
that, you gotta
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're gonna have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no
'Cause
strategy
basically,
in cricket. I'm down.
Make a getaway every single day. Now it won't be long till the party's on.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
The Championship Darts Corporation presents the Boomerang Tours Bash, coming to you live from Oakbrook Terrace, Illinois.
Thank you so much for that introduction, Jim, and welcome back, everyone. Thank you for your patience as we get to the semifinals of the Boomerang Tours Bash. I'm Sean Green, joined by the great Anthony Eugenia. AE, we have ourselves a good one. Gary Mawson, the Mauler, taking on Adam Savada.
Oh, it's nice to be back. What did you do on your vacation, Sean?
I had a little bit of food, got refreshed, and here we are.
Here we are, and we have two great semifinals in front of you. Semifinal number 2, Gary Mawson, the Mauler, takes on the Reaper, Adam Savada. Semifinal 1 is Daryl Christie, was it Natural Disaster, takes on the gentleman Jim Long. So we've got 2 Canadians on one side, two USA players on the other side, and we are off and running here at the Boomerang Tours Bash.
Yeah, Adam Savada has already won 2 events this year. This is his 4th semifinal of the year so far in 5 events, which is absolutely insane. And he just continues to run. It doesn't matter what the format is, set play, win by 2, double in, double out. Adam Savada can do it all. And for Gary Mawson, this is the type of event that Gary performs well in, the double in, double out. He's always great with his finishes, always a scrappier player when it comes to that. So this is really no surprise at all to see this pair in the semifinal.
No, and we've seen, we talk a lot about Larry Butler and his success on Sundays. Gary Mawson has an affinity for afternoons in the Windy City. Last season, we saw Gary Mawson lift the event number 3 trophy right there in that very same stage and very same venue. So sometimes things align for the Mauler.
Yes, they do. And you have to expect him to have a little bit of confidence returning back to the place where he won last year. And again, this format of this type of event is just spot on for him. As you see, Adam Savada leave himself the big fish if Mawson doesn't take out this 106. Still on, 91 left. Does leave 32 when he returns. So big fish time, Adam Savada. Oh. You saw the look on his face. He thought it looked good, AE.
It felt good coming out of the hand, but Mawson now with double 16, and he's deadly in that area. Second dart for the Mauler.
Pins it in 2. And Savada in first dart. Double 18 once again. Savada 2 for 2 on his ends. But Gary Mawson's going to be right there as well. Huge shout out to our board official, David Garfinkel. Of course, every time Gary Mawson's on stream, we got to mention his great accolades. Former Continental Cup champion. He is the only player to play in all 9 previous Continental Cups, which is absolutely insane. And of course, former UK Open semifinalist. And quite the illustrious career.
Finalist, if I'm not mistaken.
Finalist, you're right. Yep. I knew it was at least semifinalist. I didn't want to say finalist without,
All good.
24. Not quite in. So he will return, though, with double 6. And I know you mentioned that the other semifinal is ongoing on streaming board number 2. So if you're on pdc.tv and you want to watch that one, you sure can over there.
I'm trying. I can't find it.
But if not, you're more than welcome to just stay with us over here.
Currently 1-1, Long and Christie.
Gary gets in on that double 18 on dart 2. That's exactly where Savada's going to look. Ooh, does not get in. It is Gary's throw, but something to think about as we move forward. And in this semifinal, it says first to 7 legs. So we're going to go with that.
Yes, sir. The semifinals and finals are best of 13. Is that not the right?
It's just not what it says on the sheet, but that's...
Oh, okay. Well, that was me.
That's okay.
That's a typo coming
That's
from
all right.
the last event. That's what you get for doing stuff.
No, it's completely fine. I just had to add those other 2. I thought that was the case, so
semis and finals. Yep.
I know to follow Dark Connect.
Yeah, you most of the time, of course.
Mawson staying out in front here in leg number 3. 180 for Savada will have to finish. Not quite able to do that.
Oh, I see. I see what happened. Yeah, I know what happened. All right, I'll get that corrected.
It's all good, my friend. 54 there for Mawson. Nope. Mawson won of the 54, but it was only 38. And Savada a chance here to put some pressure. And that first starts laying perfectly. Does leave a doable finish if he returns, but Mawson and his checkouts, he's going double, tops. Oh,
wow.
Just misses. And here is Savada's chance. Going to start on the 18s here. 110 left, treble 20 for the bowl. Not going to go. So Gary Mawson, double 10. Now it gets a little tricky, double 5. And he does pin double 5. So 2-1 lead early on for the Mauler.
Mawson just has those days, Sean. Things go right. And like you said at the very beginning of this day, like literally we were prepping for the day, and you said, Mawson is made for this double in, double out event.
Every once in a while, I say some things that luckily end up working out. And it always helps that I'm saying things about talented dart players that have done a lot of things in their life. So typically they make me sound smarter. Took Savada 3 darts to get in this leg. Gary just won. Ironically, the 2 legs where Gary has gotten in on the first start, he's lost. Well, the other leg that he got in on the first start, he lost. But he is out in front here. .80 score does leave a finish. But a couple troubles here from Savada. All 3 of them would put a lot of pressure on this. Leaves the 130. Trouble 19. Would have left the bull. 88 remains. 16s or 20s. He didn't do either of those things. It's in a tough spot. He's going to have to move over. It's always just so much more difficult to do that when you have to move over to that side, but leaves 36 just in case this 87 doesn't fall for Mawson. Which seems more likely now. Double 18. Double 9. Oh, that one was way inside. There was an obvious back and forth giggle as that one does go in for Adam Savada, who is 2 for 3 on his finishing.
Jim Long up 3-1 in our other semifinal. That magical run today of Darryl Christie may be coming to an end.
Still not even halfway to that finish line, though, in that other semifinal with Jim up 3-1 in that race to 7. But yeah, definitely, at least so far, Christie not performing at the same level he was performing at all day otherwise. What a great semifinal we have here.
That we do. I mean, an in-form Mawson is always entertaining, and as you set the table at the beginning of this match, I mean, Savada just keeps continuing to impress. You know, every event he's in the mix. Couple of wins, couple of semis, couple of finals. Savada's in the mix of everything.
Yes, he is, and he had a 180 earlier in this leg. His first of the match. The first of the match. Mawson, nice steady ton there to leave 116. Savada does like to fish and hunt. And the big fish is still on. Can he reel it in? Oh.
Now, these are the shots that you see Gary Mawson when he's on his best, he puts in, following 3 big scores. One more chance at the treble. He's got it, double 18.
Yep.
Double 18 it is for the Mauler in leg 5.
You called it, AE. That is exactly the type of snipe job that Gary Mawson likes to pull off. I have to say, I like the vibe in the room right there. They're both smiling at each other. They're laughing, having a good time. That tells you that they're both very comfortable right now.
Without a doubt.
It's also got to be the coldest it's been in that room all day long with those portable air conditioning units brought in.
Mawson giving Savata a head start. It's how much of a good mood Gary's in. That's a 180 for the Reaper, Adam Savata. Jim Long moving ahead 4-1 now, ahead of Daryl Christie. And for those of you watching us here on YouTube, I am trying to confirm if we are indeed still streaming to PDC. There might have been an issue with the length of the day. So I'm trying to see if we are in fact bringing stream 2 on PDC for the second semifinal. But and even this stream, we might be just on YouTube. So I'm trying to get a confirmation on that. Back up to double 4. Yeah, that's right, Adam. You literally moved the wire. And there you go. What a good double 4. And Savata squares us up at 3 apiece. And we've been treated to some really great matches here on our feature board today. And this one's not disappointing. We talked it up, and the boys are delivering.
Yeah, Savata 3 for 6 on his doubles. Mawson 3 for 8. But what's been impressive is their ends have both been there. Savata again in first dart. Mawson was in on dart 3. And Savata picking the best time to have his best average of the day, a 94 currently. So far, it's been on throw. Well, it is on throw now. I believe there's been one break apiece. No, I'm wrong. It's just been on throw. Mawson down to 115. Savata back on 251. Another couple big troubles. Would have timed it to equal it out. Not going to do that. So Mawson has 6 from 115.
We saw the 116 go. This is a little trickier. 96. Not going to happen, but Savata can't threaten yet. He can only put a little pressure on the Mawson 73.
Yeah, but that was a little bit of a punt job there from Mawson. So, but Savata is doing it right back. Barely leaves a finish. One dart to tops. That's all he needs. It's Gary Mawson.
That's it. He's Gary Mawson.
He takes a 4-3 lead now over Savata.
He is Gary Mawson, and this is Chicago, and it is Saturday afternoon. He got a trophy last year around the same part of the schedule. Let's see if history will repeat itself.
Some of these numbers are crazy, AE, but this one stands kind of alone right now. Again, Savada is 3 for 6 on his doubles on his finishing. He's 8 for 16 on his end doubles. He's 50% on those.
That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. That's great.
Daryl Christie on the fight back, down 4-1. He's clawed back to 4-3.
And the average has gone up for Christie, too. Savada way ahead so far in this leg. And he continues to add to that. Great 140. 76 after 12. And this is not typically what we see when it comes to double in, double out. There's more of an opportunity to break a throw here or there because of the doubling. However, both guys have been so great on their doubles. Only one time has one of the players not gotten in on the first 3 darts.
And there's your key. Exactly. They've sort of both been so good. They've nullified that hurdle of the double end. They're both so efficient on it. It's just they get off and running, and as you pointed out, they sort of stay on throw because of that. And this is just marching towards a tie break. 4-4 it is here in the second semifinal.
Savada now 4 for 7 on his finishing. Again, just another 3 darts where both players do exactly what they need to do. Yeah, earlier AE, the players were actually talking about chalking. They were up there sweating. So you can imagine what playing in these conditions have been like for the majority of the day. That's AC difficult. Was just actually not working. So they brought in those portable air conditioning units, which are now cooling down the room.
Well, at least let's hope. I mean, not that we want anybody to play under difficult conditions, but at least we've got a full event coming up this evening that things hopefully will be more acclimated, a little more comfortable. And, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, that's a real difficult situation. You've got people traveling in from all around the continent, and I mean, these things are completely unexpected. So, how do you tackle that? You're not canceling an event with all of these people all in.
No. No, and it's, I like to attribute it to golf or any other place where the conditions are the same for everybody. So while it's not the ideal conditions that we want players playing in, they are the same for everybody. And at the end of the day, that's the best that we can do. Now, I believe that the event tonight will be a lot cooler, a lot more manageable. This is on, though, for a break and throw here for Savada. 108 left.
Double
32.
16.
Oh, and he just goes on the outside. You expect Gary to clean this up. And that's exactly what he does. So a 5-4 lead now for Gary Mawson.
5-4 lead now for Jim Long.
Yeah.
Right in pace.
Savada not in on those 3 darts. Mawson in dart 1, so we're seeing the break a throw opportunity. Nice 120 there from Mawson. Yeah, Daryl Christie was down 4-1. He checked out 105 to tie it at 4 apiece, thanks to Mark Lacombe for that stat. But now 5-4, Jim. What a good battle in both of these semifinals. Savada timing it perfectly, AE.
That's a 180 for the Reaper.
His 3rd of the match. Mawson unable to leave a finish. Savada stays straight. He is the first to look at a finish. He was a little worried that last dart kissed over into the 5, but it did not. But I would still consider this advantage Mawson for sure. Savada cannot take out the 161, so 76 left for Mawson. Here in leg number 10. Big moments.
Monumental moment in this semifinal. 20 for tops.
It does not go. And Savada should get 1 dart. It'll be at 32. Massive dart. And he pins it.
What a hold there after a leg that saw Mawson open up with 4 straight, including a double in turn, 4 straight turns of triple-digit scores. Gary can't convert the 76, and Savada takes it. Wow.
And for the first time in this match, Mawson not in on his first 3 darts. Whoa. But it does not matter. Five scoreline here. The Boomerang Tours Bash. Event number 5 on the road to the Continental Cup Tour Championship. Savada finally in on dart number 5, but adds the treble to it, which was big. We are in Oakbrook Terrace, just outside Chicago, Illinois. Without giving away the name of the venue, we're at the Christmas Lodge. Halloween hotel. Oh, Savada unlucky on that second dart to click on the other side of the wire. He would have gone bull on dart 3. I can guarantee you that. As the gentleman takes a 6-4 lead in our other semifinal, AE.
We've seen Christie put up a fight. Let's see how much more fight is left in the dog in that semifinal. It's a magical day so far for Darryl Christie. Will it end here, or will he make the final?
You go bullseye here if you're Mawson. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And Savada should start the same way. Ideally. Now,
Ooh,
65 left.
Yeah, I was going to say, the script is flipped. Green bit.
Smart dart.
Yeah, that's the way to go for that.
Bullseye remains. Yeah.
It's just,
yep.
Those look like fatigue darts. It's, as you talked about the heat. Yep, and a wipe of the brow for Adam. But a big ask for Mawson. It's on.
Oh. Once the first one went in, I didn't say anything because I'm like, well.
Oh my God, if we could replay that a little bit. Look at his body didn't move. He moved his head a little bit. His arm picked the dart up and down, but like his body didn't move. He was still in perfect position to bang in that triple 20. I mean, it all went to naught, but it was a beautiful display of great form by Mawson. But Savada gets the job done, goes up 6-5.
And he's in on dart 2, which is huge. With the treble.
Yeah, there's some pressure there. So Mawson's got to get in his first 2, and he gets in his first one. So a big in is still on the table, looking for 120. Gets his 120.
That is a great in. You can see that side profile of our pictures. A good look at the Boomerang Tours. Our sponsor here for the Boomerang Tours Bash. Fishing, snorkeling, sunset cruises, deep sea fishing on those big catamarans. It looks like the time of your life. What a big 174 from Gary Mawson.
Timing. And Gary Mawson is all about that aspect of this game. A big player in big moments.
And AE, we've seen that from our top dogs all day long, where the timing has just been masterful. He doesn't really want to leave 30. So, yeah, he goes to the 18s, trying to leave 36.
135. Yeah. Just another power leg from Mawson, and Savada's right there as well.
Yeah, but Mawson's on 72 after 9 in a must-win leg against the throw. That is so impressive. This is for the 12. Ooh, he almost jump-started it there.
Oh, and I wonder if that cost them just a little bit. It was a beautiful dart right on top of the wire. Not a lot to complain about there, but just as I talked about him keeping his form together in the prior turn, just that little rock might have caused him to have to reset, but he'll get a look back at 40. And Jim Long, 6'5", Christie's still not going away in that other semifinal.
Oh no. The 4 missed darts in this leg might cost Gary Moss the match out of all the great play he's had.
And that other semifinal is going the distance. A 13th and deciding leg, but that's not going to happen here as Adam Savada takes the opportunity given to him by Gary Mawson and advances into the final 7-5, and he will contest for the Boomerang Tours Bash Championship.
And he was masterful on his finishes. 7 for 12 from Adam Savada on doubles, finishing the job. He had 3 legs where it took him more than 3 darts to get in. He had 3 180s, but a masterful display and another final for Adam freaking Savada.
The magical year continues for Adam Savada.
I think he's taking his nickname a little bit too seriously nowadays. Because he continues to just send everyone else to death.
He's putting them in body bags, Sean.
But my goodness. Well, I don't know if we can.
You want to hang around?
I don't know if we can.
I don't think we can take a look, but at least let's, because they're 9 darts in already. So 6-6, right? We'll walk you through Dart Connect. Jim Long just hit a 140. It's Long's throw.
Yeah, go for it.
If you could patch us in, we get word from the production that we might be able to be patched in. It'd be great to just sort of put the exclamation point on the semis, and we'll go to commercial with our finals in place. Darryl Christie matches Jim Long's 140, so it's 266, 241 after 9. Jim Long puts an 80 in, so still not at an out. So work is there for Christie in his 4th turn.
And here is the live look in. Huge shout out to our production team.
And there's the work. So Christie, first one at an out after 12 darts.
Who gets the Reaper at the end of the day? Not much done there by Long.
And Darryl kind of lets him off the hook there a little bit.
Yeah.
Still a tough, 98. It's still a 2-darter, but Jim within striking distance can't even get the look at the bull. So let's see what Darryl Christie can do with 98. You kind of feel that this has got to go, Sean.
I agree with that completely. Tops.
Tops.
Oh. Unable to do so. We said that we thought he needed to take it out. He left it on tops. If he returns, does the gentleman get the job done?
57 for double 4. Oh, we went, all right, 25 tops.
Oh. And the gentleman does get the job done, 7-6. Defeating the fellow Canadian and Darryl Christie, with the best dressed Canadian chalking that one in Ross Snook. I'm almost annoyed that the scoreboard is right there because you missed the look at the pink shoes that he's wearing today.
Mm-hmm.
But the final is set, AE. The gentleman, Jim Long, will take on the Reaper, Adam Savada. Any thoughts before we send it to break before coming back?
Smooth work by production. Way to get that beautiful graphic up as soon as that winning dart went in. We saw Jim look good earlier, but we know how the inform that Adam has. I think this is going to be a lot tighter than one might think. I think we're going to go at least 11 legs, maybe 12. I don't know the distance, but it's going to be a deep and tough match.
I agree with that. And that is what we're about to see here after our break. So we'll be right back with the final of the Boomerang Tours Bash right after this.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship darts circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later this summer.
That, you got to
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great.
here.
You two plus Baggish, and we're going to have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no strategy in cricket. I'm down.
Make a getaway every single day. Now it won't be long till the party's on.
Located in the heart of Midtown, McHale's Bar and Grill. More than just a pub.
Hitcore is the streaming entertainment alternative. Live concerts and comedy? Hitcore has it. Premium high-def audio and video? Hitcore has it. A customizable entertainment experience? Hitcore has that as well. No app? No problem. Set up an account, decide what you want to watch, buy it, then press play. It's that easy. Hitcore is live and on demand 24/7. Hitcore, where every live event becomes your experience.
Welcome to Shootin' the Bull, the official podcast of the championship dart circuit.
I smell a late summer special episode on which state has the best players and do we go bulls or triples on certain outshots for these two gentlemen. We've got lots of content to come later
If you
this
do
summer.
that, you gotta
These
get
boys
Baggish
are
on
great. You two plus Baggish, and we're gonna have like an hour and 20 minutes on cricket strategy. Is that where we're going with this? I love it. I'm in.
There's no
'Cause
strategy
basically,
in cricket. I'm down.
The Championship Darts Corporation presents the Boomerang Tours Bash, coming to you live from Oakbrook Terrace, Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we have been waiting for since this tournament started, the final of the Boomerang Tours Bash is about to get underway, and it features the gentleman, PDC Tour Card holder Jim Long, taking on two-time winner in the first four events, making his fourth final in 5 events, the Reaper, Adam Savada. I'm Sean Green, joined by my partner in comms, Anthony Eugenia. AE, this is going to be a great one.
It really does have the makings of a real good match. Obviously we know the form, as you just said. Savada having just a great year. But we've seen Jim in some really great spots on the PDC tour and in some CDC action. Coming through the day, Jim had a real impressive match against Alex Spelman. Not necessarily from an average standpoint, but we do keep it in context that this is a double in event. But just we saw a really good looking Alex earlier today, so that was a big win, and that let me know that Jim has got some resilience today. And I think Jim is really going to really make a stand and have some real big moments in this match. Overall, they've only played twice, which is a little bit of a shock. And last year was when they met. One of them was in the Event 12 final that Adam won 7-6 in a squeaker, and the averages were both, in the low 90s. So an absolute classic when they last met. So let's see what we've got in store here.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. They're head to head. Adam Savada has been the best has been brought out of Adam Savada taking on Jim Long. He's averaging 95 in the 2 matches they played versus Gentleman's 89. So both of them play at a very high level when they're in this format. Adam gets in on Dart 2. Jim takes all 3, but they're both in. And
that's a 180 for Adam Savada.
Perfect. I didn't mean to. I was just trying to bring you in with it, but I didn't know if that was going to confuse you into not saying it.
Oh, I saw the ball on the tee, my friend.
Well, thanks for hitting it out of the park, AE. Savada has been masterful so far today. They both have 9 180s. Now Savada has his 10th. Checkout percentage has been a little bit better for Savada, but both of them shooting phenomenal.
And here's a testament to just how well Adam Savada has played in his career in the CDC. We saw him in 2019, show up in Philadelphia and come through as a qualifier, which was extremely difficult to do, and win an event. So he made a statement right then and there. Took a little break from CDC action, but now has been back in full swing for a couple of years now. He's throwing he's got an 80% winning average in the CDC. I mean, he hasn't lost but 19 matches in 98 tries. I mean, that's just phenomenal.
And you mentioned it, the majority of the time last year for sure, he was an unseeded player. So he's also taking on a lot of these seeds in the first round and beating them to move through. Yeah, listen, 80% win rate in the fields that we have in the CDC is just nuts. Like, it is for almost 100 matches. That is a absolute nuts stat. And Savada does get leg number 1.
Pins so that double 16 right in the middle of the bed.
Reaper's trying to win 3 in a row.
Yeah, he took weekend number 2 with back-to-back wins over Stowe Bunce.
Yeah, I was incorrect. This is Savada's 3rd final in the 5 events this year. The other 2 events he made the semifinal. So he's not finished worse than top 4 this season.
Again,
That's gross. That's such a gross stat.
Insane numbers. Adam in weekend 2 winning the Cosmo Darts Classic and the DJD Masters up in Ontario.
And unfortunately, with that missed last start into the 111, he did not leave a finish, which is why he gave the reaction that he did. And let's talk real quick. This is the third special event out of the 5 events that we've played. And again, for Savada to make the semifinals in the set play event and then to win by 2, and now he's in the final of the double in, double out. It's just it's nuts.
Yeah, class
And
is class.
This is his
right?
double. And he knew he was going to hit his double. He does that very clean. Now it's a 2-0 lead for Savada as he breaks the throw of Jim Long. Yeah, you mentioned it. Class. And it has to be class because Jim has only missed 2 darts in leg number 1. Other than that, he's been perfect. As perfect in the dead center of the treble bed.
Well, Adam just, as of late, probably a solid, maybe 14 months now he just puts so much pressure on his opponents. It's consistent. The scoring is heavy and consistent. His finishing is so crisp. He really doesn't give, his opponent much room to breathe. And, the smallest mistake gets so magnified.
Well, and it's exactly why we thought that Adam was going to perform so well at MSG, and why so many people did. And he'll tell you that he underperformed this year out there, and sometimes that happens, right? But for him to bounce right back here and continue just to put on another dominant performance it's impressive.
Speaks volumes. Yep. And, we talked about, this is, event 5 of 16, there's so much more work to be done. There's, he's in a good position, but that's no guarantee this early in the season. He wants to get to a world championship.
Yeah. And that everyone else does on that leaderboard as well. And to see Savada in another final has got to be a little bit disheartening. 32. He'll be back with the Jim Long on 193. Oh, he didn't think that last start through at all. It's because he didn't need to. Savada up 3-0. Long is usually fantastic on his doubles. Problem is he's only had one look at a double so far in the first 3 legs.
He's been good on his doubles to open him up. He hasn't been able to match that scoring and get to that look at the end. And what a big open from Savada. We talked about Jim's resiliency, and we've seen him stay in matches and claw back. But in a these you get players in these moods like a Savada is right now. It's 3-0
Yeah.
to 4-0 is an almost insurmountable spot to be in when it's a first to 7.
You're absolutely right. And this is how it feels as the opponent, right? For Jim, is that he's not. It feels like he's not doing anything right, and it is not the case. He's not playing poorly. That's how much better Adam's playing right this second, and it's causing Jim to actually play worse. Because I've seen a couple of slack darts from Long that you usually don't see out of frustration.
Well, I mean, that's what at this level, and at least here in North America, at this standard that we've got, those are the places where small things make a big difference. Just the pressure put on Savada. It's not as if Jim Long's going to fold, but the one wayward dart, falling into a big bed, or the just tight armed double attempt. Those are the small things that then just become big differences in a match at this high level.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
All Jim could do there is just score and pray.
Little sound. Looks like behind Adam. I don't think it affected him. No, it did.
Tops for Long to get on the board, and Jim puts it in.
And that could be a little spark that he needed. It is just a hole to throw, but it is such a big difference from the start.
And in the position that he was in there, like, Adam was throwing at double 16 and Jim wasn't on a finish. And, it all kind of, even though, like you say, it was a long throw, it kind of felt like a little bit of a steal, to be honest.
I would agree with that completely. And now Adam wasn't in on the first round, does get in there. He's able to recover very nicely with the 156. If you're going to miss the first 3 darts, AE, getting a maximum to follow that usually helps.
It doesn't hoit. So, folks, the tournament staff and production, everybody, as we're enjoying this final, did he fill it up?
He did.
That's a 180. Oh, you almost want to, you wish we could get in there and just override things a little bit and give him a shot at a 167 or a 164. He deserves it, doesn't he, folks?
Well, he blew it anyway. But he also missed the first 3 darts of the double to get in. So, although he's been perfect since then.
You would have. Come on, there would have been an asterisk if that was a doable 3-darter and he took it out in 9. Come on, we all would have wanted to massage that a little bit.
Oh, 100%. I would have yelled just like it was an actual 9-darter, but alas, we can't really do that.
Folks, we've got the CDC Classic coming up next. If this day hasn't been long enough, nobody gets to go home. Nobody gets any rest. We're right back at it. We're 2 hours behind. So
Yeah, are we even gonna reset the stream or just continue going?
I have no idea. I think we should just keep going, to be honest with you. I think it's about a 5-minute break to go hit the potty, make some popcorn, and we're back at it.
Well,
But
Zavada,
everybody's got to eat.
the 60 or the 79 checkout there from Adam gives him that 4-1 lead now. Eating? What's eating?
You got to eat or else you're going to pass out. I mean, yeah, I know. I used to be a young whippersnapper like you, and I'd work an 11-hour dart event without water or food, but I'm old now. I need a snack.
Oh, I need snacks for sure. Snacks are always great. That is the first time Jim has not gotten in on the first 3 darts. Gets in on dart 4 though. But Zavada now in the prime position. You can see a little bit snatchy from that side profile view too. Four to one at this point, AE. Is this about where you... I know you expected to be a little bit closer. Is there anything that's really surprising you so far in the match?
Yeah, I think I think the Jim Long scoring and the score line, like obviously the potential was there for Savada to take off on pretty much anybody, right? But yeah, I felt that Jim would be a little bit closer in the match, put up a little bit more of a fight, and I think the possibility is still there. He takes this 4-2. And it's really just one break, right? He 4-2, he breaks it, then he holds his 4-4. But still, that's those are tough tasks to ask of somebody when Savada. Now, albeit Savada's cooled a bit, he was well over 90 earlier, but in a form like this with Adam, it's a tough task. So,
and he's still continuing to pepper trebles. And my main concern, and what has shocked me, is that Long has only had 2 darts at a double. And that is something that just never happens to someone of his caliber. And Savada, is that the 25 or the 50?
It's 25.
Okay, so he had 96 left, now 76. And I think this is a must go for Jim.
I don't disagree. He's got the big one, so tops.
And is that one dart going to make a difference?
And Jim kind of shook his head. It looked good coming out of his hand. Maybe it just didn't feel as confident as it looked. But yep, Savada punishes that, and that's a tough blow for a break in that spot.
Yeah, you said it was one break. Realistically, it was 2 because Savada got the start of the match, and now it's 3. And it's hard to do that when Savada goes 1-5-6 for the 3rd time.
See, now all of a sudden I'm moving into the Sean Green school of thought. Like earlier, with he's walking me through. Well, we're going to pick this one based on this. So now I'm starting to, even though Savada's pounding it, I'm not in love with the double 18 here because we don't have a chance at the 9.
I know. I think I answered it from a commentator's perspective, really, instead of a player, because I'm a player, right? But I'm not a player. So I think I just I want to see a 9 darter. So that's how I'm going to answer that question as we get our first one from Jim Long.
That's a 180 for the gentleman.
Adam stacking above the wire, trying to find some sort of treble. It would have left a finish. Just not the one that he would have necessarily liked. No harm done. Savada 6 darts, at least from 202. Big treble on the last. Jim Long with his second 180 of this leg. And it still might not be enough. Oh, it could now. That first start unable to leave a finish now. 80 remains. Going to go the 16s. Does leave 32 if he returns. It might only be one dart at a double again for Jim. It will be one dart. He needs it. And he does not get it. So Adam Savada did a little bit of miscounting. Someone do some miscounting?
Yeah, it appears there was a little discrepancy.
Oh, double 16. Yeah, he should have left. He would have left 32 for all three. Because he had 80 left and hit the treble 16. I'm a little bit confused by that. But Jim gets the job done. And it's 5-2. And you see, that's something, though, that we're going to see if that affects Adam. Because it can, right? Mentally be something that you're still thinking about. He's still thinking about the math.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could tell that was still in his head.
I wouldn't be surprised if he missed these. He doesn't. But it would not have surprised me. But I think luckily hitting the double, I think, stops the thought process of the previous leg.
Yeah, that snaps him into the current leg. Now, I think you've been tracking a little bit. Where's Jim on his opening doubles?
He has only not gotten in on the first 3 darts once. And that was leg number 6. Otherwise, he's gotten in on the third dart twice, the second dart once, and then the rest of them have been first dart. He's had 4 legs of first dart in.
Yeah, from that regard, I mean, he's been spectacular.
Yep.
And you mentioned it earlier, like Jim's not doing a lot wrong. Jim's not playing poorly. Adam just put so much pressure early on and was doing so many things right. And he's come back to earth a bit, but how much can Long push at this stage of the match?
Yeah. And it looks like we've had just a few little issues here. Again, it is so hot in that.
Well, that's
place.
I mean, I was going to say,
counting.
In all fairness, let's give a lot. We're literally 8 hours into this event, and you've got players and staff that have been out in a room that's been too hot. The absolute grenades that have gone off to delay the event. Sometimes a mind gap goes on, and it's completely understandable.
Yep. And I know for a fact they're playing in a room that that gentleman right there worked extremely hard setting up. So the day before. So again, it's
There's no
definitely
separate
understandable.
crew that sets up and breaks down.
But Jim rattles off 2 legs straight, and we're back in this match. It's now 5-3. And I think we both can say this, AE, pretty clearly. We would be doing a way worse job if we were chalking. I know I would be.
Speak for yourself.
All right, I would be doing a terrible job chalking.
I'm joking.
I think now they're making light of all of it.
I'm trying to get some idea on how we're going to progress for the CDC Classic, which is this evening. I just posted 8:15 start time, and I know that's going to be cutting close. So before we go off the air, I'll see if I can get an idea of, I'm sure we're going to take a small break. I mean, just like I said, at least for a bathroom break and whatnot of a 10-minute break. So we'll have a time where we're going to come back to you with event number 6, the CDC Classic. And yeah, to your point, we all wish we could take a break, but there's another event. But it's been a long day today, and hopefully the room will be a little cooler this evening.
It should be, and nicer out outside anyway, with the temperatures cooling off out there. Still Chicago in July, so that will help a little bit. And honestly, if the players really, really want to cool down real quick, they can just come sit in the commentary booth for about 30 seconds. That's all they need.
Because you've got a sweatshirt on, right?
I did not bring a sweatshirt, AE, but I'm honestly a little bit.
Don't say it, Green. Don't say it.
Can't.
You got people out there sweating.
I am so.
They're up to their eyeballs in sweat. Don't tell us you're freezing.
I am so hot in this room. It's unbelievable. It's also warm in here too.
So Jim Long, after just a gorgeous opening 12 darts, is on tops for a 14 darter. Beautiful darts from Jim Long. And don't look now, Sean Green. He's at the Aki to tie us up.
Yes, he is. And it was 5-1 when Savada came back with a 35 that he thought was going to be 32. And we mentioned that might be something that bothers him or something,
Yeah.
but it ended up just being a spark for Jim more than bothering Adam.
You asked, is he still thinking about it? Is that still there? He, like you said, he stepped up, he hit that double 18, and we thought maybe that would dissipate that, but it's now been a slow burn for Jim, and he truly has his future in his hands. He's at the Aki, and he can tie this up.
Well, and when you really think about it, right, it's not so much the idea, because I do think that the thought is still in his mind, but I think the thought is in his mind because he has not won a leg since, and that's probably like another one. Here comes another one.
It has to be, right. It's it's
hard not to.
If there was, even if you won one in the last 4 and broke that up a little bit, but just to have it be consistent, it's a I don't want to call Jim winning legs a slow irritation, but you get my point. It's just it's a continuing thing that he needs to just stop a little bit, like just enough.
And I take that back, actually. Adam won the first 3 legs, then Jim won to make it the 3-1. Yeah, I'm right. It was that when it was 5-1. When it took place. I'm just reading my own sheet wrong now and second guessing myself because that's what you do. Savada switched off of the 20s to the 18s, and it cost him 12 points there. And Jim almost hit the 143. For a level ball game at 5 apiece.
Did he get that? I couldn't tell
did
from
not.
that angle. Boy, oh boy, just on the other side of the wire. What a moment. 17 for tops.
It was a
Jim Long
huge dart.
gets another crack. You're right, Sean Green. That was a huge dart.
The 6th one goes in this leg for Jim, but that's what matters, and it is a 5-5 scoreline. He has rattled off 4 legs on the spin.
Boy, oh boy, what a turn this match has taken.
And for the first time since leg number 5, Savada not in on his first 3 darts.
Now let's see. Jim, as you said, has been consistent. Only once has he not checked in. Make that twice.
That's now twice for both of them, actually. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you saw it. Jim was convinced he was going to get punished for that, and he almost took a step back in surprise.
Well, best case scenario really for Savada, if you're not going to get in on your first 6 darts, if your opponent gets in on dart number 6, that's better than really anything else, and he does make it work. But this is better. Nice 140 from Savada. Resides about an hour or so outside of Phoenix. In a pretty small town out there where he works at a funeral home. It's where the Reaper nickname and moniker hails from. Although, to be honest, it really does work for his dart game too now. Leaves the bogey 159, and Jim's going to punish it completely. Because that's a 180 from the gentleman to leave 41.
What a monumental moment for Jim Long. We talked about timing all day, Sean. What a time for a 180.
Yep. And again, it's been those guys that continue to show off good things. That's 27 off of 41, so 14. Double 7 left. Then he pins the double 7. Wow. Jim Long, 5 legs on the spin, is now up 6-5, throwing for the match. And Jim off and rolling on dart 2. Sabata also in on dart 2. So they're dead even here, AE.
We are just in a place that I didn't know that we'd get to, but Jim has just persevered, brought his average up slowly but surely, taking the opportunities that Adam has given him.
Oh, yeah. No, this has been... Sorry about that.
My screen, I'm not sure if we... Oh, no, we're back. A little hiccup. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't frozen out.
Oh, no. Yep, you're good. You're all good. I would have probably done the exact same thing. And Sabata has effectively stolen the throw now from Long. Now completely.
That's a 180 for the Reaper.
They both have 12 in the tournament and 3 in the final. Oh, wow. Wow. Anything you can do, I can do the same. Back-to-back 180s. Is he going to leave double 2? No. 48 when he returns. To send us to the last leg decider. Ooh. Those are his... That's only his 3rd attempt at a double since leg number 7. And bullseye for the match.
What a way to win this championship.
Does not hit it. So once again, Sabata to send us the distance. His first double hits, his first leg 1 in 5 or in 6, and now we're going to a last leg decider.
And folks, I just check it in with the tournament team. Like, the floor event is underway. These guys are probably going to have a board call as soon as their double goes in. They're like, stuff is moving. So we're going to be back on. We'll remind you before we go off the air, but you know, we're going to take about a 10-minute break and we'll be back on air. But the tournament itself is underway. And look at that, Jim Long in the deciding leg. Look at the match, Savada's big open. And he does that 120 for Jim Long.
Yeah, the 120 to match the 116 from Savata. Both were in on the very first dart. It's not surprising. It should be surprising, but it's not for these two to be in a last leg decider, and both of them have the bottle to get in on dart 1. Neck and neck.
Nothing between these two.
There's as much between these two as there is hair on their head.
They'll both have a chuckle at that on replay.
I figured I had to throw it in at least once. And a 140 from Savada to lead 58 after 12. I don't know much better that you can do, AE.
There's not a lot of room for improvement there. It's as good as you get. And here comes Adam Savada with 58 for his third straight CDC circuit title here in 2025.
Second match start. Not done yet. This is a huge opportunity for Jim. See where he starts. Not going to be able to take out the 140. Now just wants to hit the trip 20 on dart 3 to leave it on tops just in case. But Savada should have 3 clear match starts incoming.
And that's it.
And Adam Savada is the champion of the Boomerang Tours Bash. Event number 5 on the way to the title for Adam Savada. Wow. He has won 3 events this year, AE.
3 in a row. 3 events.
3 in a row.
3 in a row. I mean, that's, he's starting to put together streaks that, that we haven't seen the like since early, the, glory days of Butler and Philadelphia into Indianapolis, I believe. I can actually look it up right now. I think Larry Butler won 3 in a row.
Yes, it was Larry. Not in the same weekend.
No,
it went to the next event. Yep, and he won that one, and also of course the Stowe Bunts 3 in Cambridge.
Yep, 3 in a weekend.
So Savada continuing to run, and you could see at the very end he was talking to Jeff Good about probably that exact moment in leg number 6.
So Butler,
or in leg number 5.
Yep, yeah. Butler won 3 in a row in 2016, events 5, 6, and 7, and then as Sean told you, Stowe Bunts in 2023, events 7, 8, and 9. So nobody's won 4 in a row. So let's see. We've got something to watch tonight in the CDC Classic. Adam Savada going for some CDC history.
Yes, he is. And it's going to take a heck of an effort to double dip tonight with the long format of today. But if anyone can do it, it's going to be the guy who is
right.
Lost before a semifinal.
No, you're exactly right. I mean, if there's a guy in form to do something like that, it's Savada. I mean, all year long, the guy's just been in the driver's seat. So before Sean takes us out, I want to just do some housekeeping stuff. Yes, tonight, actually right now, underway is the CDC Classic, event number 6. So you can check that out on Dart Connect. I don't even have it in front of me yet, but I'm sure you can find it there. You can see the draw, what's going on. In approximately 10 minutes time, we'll be back with our streamed parts of the tournament, boards 1 to 5. Really just a feature. I'm sure that boards 2 to 5 are probably being played already, and you can find that on PDC TV. But in about 10 minutes, we'll be back here on the feature. And the other thing I just wanted to note is we normally will catch up with the winner, Adam, after the event. But because we're running behind, we will speak to Adam either later tonight or tomorrow about his Boomerang Tours Bash victory. So that's all from me, Sean. Thank you. Close us out. We'll see you again in a few minutes, folks.
Yeah, I'm so excited to close this out because it's going to be hilarious. Thank you so much for joining us live for event number 5 as we continue the road to the CDC Continental Cup Tour Finals Championship in Philadelphia, PA. Congratulations once again to Adam Savada for winning the Boomerang Tours Bash. We are back in action in about 10 minutes, so enjoy that 10-minute break. Until then, from Peter Cetera, Anthony Eugenia, Jeff Good, L. David Irie, and the rest of the CDC staff, thank you so much for tuning in to this one. And we'll see you again in about 10 minutes.